me just share this link real quick.
Oh, freaking.
There we go. Boop. 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 Okay. Oh, I gotta make sure I have access to the. Oh, let's get some music. Um, right. Music, music.
What, they got Stitch in Stitch in live action? Oh, seriously, Disney is running out of ideas.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we all knew that. Ugh. Play all
Ew.
Pokemon. All right, there we go. We got some Pokemon music in the background. And what was I gonna do? Crap. Oh right, gotta get access to my pictures. There we go, got access to my pictures. Woo! Now I just gotta figure out where we left off. Oh god. Right. I didn't bookmark it. Well, I guess I'll just have to figure it out.
That sucks.
Hey, Numa. Uh, don't spam.
Where is this sperm?
Hey, Chicabo. Numa, yeah, that's it. You're getting blocked. There we go. And let's see. Move. And let's see. Put this user in timeout. There. There we go. No more Numa post. Hey, Silox. What's up? Or Silox? Silox! Hey! Alright, there we go. Now let's get to the reading. Let's figure out where we left off. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, we saw that part. We saw that part. Any place I put pictures, we've definitely already read. Yeah, read that. I think we read that. Did it see? Okay, I think we'll start around here. I don't know if we've already read some of this, but oh well. Best I can do. Okay, so basically the last we left off, Real the Psychic leader of Team Rocket, was basically taking over all of Kanto. And he like captured he captured Dan's wife. He captured like a lot of people. I'm not going to go through the list, but he captured a lot of people, lots and lots of people. And so right now we're picking up with oh, that's right. So Lance rescued Danny and Steven, I believe, and now we're picking up where they're going to a secret base type place, basically. Anyway, I usually bookmark this, but this time I forgot, so gonna have to go off the memory here.
Go up to memory lane.
Yep. Get that up. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Starting out with this paragraph. I need to make sure the game audio isn't too loud. I'm gonna turn it down just a smidge. All right, there we go. That should be perfect. Okay, and I'm just gonna start reading. Lance slowly brought the Dragonite close to the strange mansion. A large sign was put up in front of it that said, House of Imite. Lance, why did you bring us to this place? Danny asked. Let's go inside, Lance answered. Yeah, that just about tells us everything.
Wait,
what?
Are you actually sharing thingy?
Oh, hold on. I forgot to share the story with Carrie. Let me just share this. Oh, Psylocke is my girlfriend. Hey, dear.
Hello.
Let's see. This is my friend Carrie that I told you about.
Hello, girl.
And I'm gonna share
It's good to meet you.
I'm gonna share the image. Share the screen. Let's see here. Share this screen. There we go. Alrighty then. Now that Carrie can actually see the word processor, we can continue the story. Let's go. Sorry, I gotta find where I left off. Okay, yeah, so basically Lance was like, let's go inside. And Steven was like, yeah, that pretty much tells us everything, Steven remarked. Lance pushed the door open and... No cats in my room. They can go get their food. The kitty cats can go get their food. Anyway.
But what about movie though? Because movie can just go break open the door like that.
Anyway. Lance pushed the door open and led the two trainers along with Dan's 5 Pokemon inside. They followed Lance to the auditorium with aisles of seat and big stage. Seats, please. And a big stage, please. What kind of place is this? And why is it called House of Imite? Is Imite even a word? Lance walked up onto the stage and reached down to the floor. He then pulled open a heavy wooden door. This way. I think all the quotes got disappeared, so I had to put them back in. I gotta say, I wrote this when I was a teenager, so it's a bit rough. Anyway, this way. He guided walking down into the stage. Danny and Steven looked at each other and shrugged their shoulders, but they still followed Lance's lead. They couldn't believe their eyes when they reached the bottom. Under the stage was what looked to be a military bunker. People were running about looking at radar screens. A bunch of radar screens down there. Examining their Pokemon and discussing important information with one another. What the? Dan stuttered. It's like we went from a theater to a war room. That's what the narration said, Steven. Steven remarked.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Danny and Steven, welcome to the House of Imite. An adult woman with turquoise hair. I can't read turquoise today. Turquoise hair greeted them. She was in a long-sleeved red shirt with a star on the front. Yellow circled around the ends of the sleeves. You don't have to go into that much detail past me. Yes, I did make it as a teen.
Yesterday, when I was working, the two girls, they were suddenly talking about zodiacs and they are like, Carrie, you don't look anything like you don't look anything like a Virgo. You are more fiery like an Aries. And I'm like, what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, I should ask. Hey, hey dear, what's your What's your astrological sign? I don't know that. Carrie and I are both Virgos. Both Virgos.
Virgos like to hang out with each other.
Let's see. House of Imite. I think I remember my dad talking about this place, but if this is the House of Imite, then that must make you... Then he got an answer before he finished. That must make me Duplica, and you're correct. Oh, Libra. Oh, Libra, okay. Nice.
That's a good one. I do have friends that are Libra. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Two men approached them. One had a hard hat over his yellow hair and wore gray overalls with words on them that read KGE man. The other wore a blue suit and had short brown hair. So this is Danny, the son of Dan, the man in the overall said. He looks a little too young to help us, remarked the man in the suit. Don't underestimate him, Lance cautioned. I'm just thinking of Lance being like, I could put him through all types of traumatic training.
He's like, help me.
Remarked the man. I've seen what he can do. Lance, who are those guys? Danny inquired. They are old friends of your father, Danny, he replied. Hello, me and your father used to be best friends. My name is Jason. Now I just train my Pokemon as a hobby in my spare time. Basically, I'm an electrician for KGE, which stands for Kanto General Electric. Greetings, Danny. I'm Nick. I used to be Dan's rival in Pokemon.
Nick, that was a very long time ago, you butthead.
You butthead. Oh, that's weird. Carrie's... Oh, okay, I know, hold on. I know what's going on. I was going to say Carrie's motion things, emojis aren't working, but I know what's going on. I think a program isn't on. Get this up. Alright, we're not updating. And then I just say... Yeah, there we go. Now Carrie has emotions. Laugh with me, Carrie. Laugh! There we go. I can definitely tell this was made a while ago. Yeah, it was made a while ago. Like, do you know when Pokemon... Oh, it's good to hear my voice. Oh my gosh.
Well, whose voice?
It's like, my girlfriend's like, it's good to hear your voice. It was like, and then now I'm all blushy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so back to the story. So Dan, she used to be best friends, General Electric, Nick, Dan's rival, until he gave it up. Now I'm the mayor in Cerulean City. Still, I would like to go one more time against Dan's Pokemon. Rocky stared at Nick. Rocky stared at Nick as if he was ready to fight him. Rocky's like, I'll mess you up.
I will F your shit up. What he said.
Let's see. Here we go. Ready to fight him. Just not right this second, of course. That too. A strange bird flew onto Jason's shoulder. It looked like a symbol used by a foreign culture. Its body and head were green, but its feet and the tips of its wings were brown. I really went into a lot of detail with things. 2 long feathers came out of its head, or a pair of eyes. Oh my gosh, I get, like, thank God I don't do this for every Pokemon. It's like, I go into detail for describing these things. 2 long feathers came out of its head, and there were a pair of eyes on its face and chest. Wow, Jason, what is that Pokemon? Danny asked. Just use your damn Pokedex, dumbass.
You dumb.
This is my Xatu, a psychic and flying Pokemon. Oh, now he thinks to use the Pokedex.
Oh, he was like, oh, okay.
Xatu, the mystic Pokemon, the evolved form of Natu. In South America, it is said that its right eye sees the future, and its left eye views the past. It just got a glimpse of the future a few moments ago, Jason informed. What did it see? Duplica asked. Oh, it's your turn, Carrie.
Wait, what did you see? Duplica said, asked. Xatu just transferred this vision to my mind and I saw it too. Like, it looks like Dan and Ao will arrive here safely in the future, but not before they get attacked. What my dad together? How do you know about Ao anyway? Danny scratched his head. Ao, which means anti-rocket, offered the Pokemon League a deal. Lance explained. He would fight Team Rocket if we would pay him minimum wage.
Minimum wage? For fighting Team Rocket? AR, you're getting ripped off.
We are like, dude, you probably need a little bit more than minimum wage when you are fighting Team Rocket. You should get paid, like, non-stop. Those guys are bloody nuts.
Anyway, here you go.
My bad. Let's see. Lance explained, we have decided to take up the offer for about a year, and he has informed us that the Rocket plans and many of their operations. When Team Rocket began this monumental takeover, we sent him to retrieve Dan from Johto. Nurse Joy came into the scene. She looked worried about something. What about Jack? Has Xatu said anything about him yet? No, I'm afraid not, Joy. Funny enough, my sister is called Joy.
Interesting.
How do you know about Jack? Stephen inquired. Oh, I've known him since he was 9. Stephen got that look on his face like he has just made a discovery. Then you must be the nursery of Cerulean City. Yeah, that came from me and Nick. How do you know about that? Jack told me about you. I'm Stephen Steele. Oh yeah, right. Jack's apprentice. That's he also has a very big stadium, and you have lots of stages, and you guys probably have fight non-stop. I'm tired out.
Seriously, it's 50 pages of fights. 50 damn pages of Pokemon battles.
We are also getting a little bit fed up as the readers. We're like, oh, please. Yeah, Jack, tell me about you. I'm Stephen Steele. You bet. Well, not really now. I've left to continue my journey. How are all your Pokemon doing? Not too good. Jack responded with depression.
What? Hold on.
Don't worry.
Hold on. This is definitely incorrect. First of all, Jack's not here. I think that's supposed to be Steven talking.
You got too tired. Dude, you got too tired. That's why. You're like, get this thing out. Get this thing out. Get this bloody thing out.
And I like the sentence. Steven responded with depression. I'm gonna change this to responded sounding depressed. I think that sounds better. Okay, let's move on.
It's really random though, not gonna lie.
Okay, Carrie.
Okay. Don't worry. Just give them to me. Give them to me. I have equipment here that will perk them up. That would be great. The way that you type is like, really, that would be great.
Really, that would be great.
Wow, Stephen is really depressed. Jesus.
It's like Steven is depressed.
Excuse me, Lance, I just have one question for you, Danny said. Yeah, what is it? Okay, that's a fair question. Let me start from the beginning. Disaster that Team Rocket has caused in the past Pokemon League. In the past, the Pokemon League decided to protect trainers and their Pokemon from attack. The Elite Four, led by myself, made a plan ready for another act. We recruited the greatest Pokemon masters in Kanto and came together in an emergency. Why did you decide to meet in here? It was the perfect place to hide out, to create strategy, because of the secret basement. Unfortunately, we are not that anticipated that Team Rocket would have a psychic to lead them. Now I don't know what to do. Thankfully, Jason's Zedu can see the future and can warn us of an attack. This is terrible. Team Rocket has never done anything this big. Stephen pointed out. Yeah, it wasn't though they had the resources.
It wasn't thought.
Yeah, that's the type of yeah. Well, you catch the what's that thing called? You catch the typo before I did. Good job. Want to remove that?
It wasn't thought that they had the resources?
It wasn't though they had the resources. I thought that it was just like it wasn't thought that they had the resources. Strange how they
what? It wasn't. I'll change it.
No one thought they had the resources, Lance informed. Strange how they could afford it all. No banks have been robbed lately. Someone must be supporting their efforts. But who could it be? Cassie awoke and sat up. She was in a small room with barred windows and few pieces of wooden furniture. She moved over to the door and tried to open it, but it was locked tight. Let me out! She cried. She could hear footsteps coming closer to the room. As the handle began turning, she stepped back. Cassie gasped. Leonardo was the one who came in. Leonardo was the one who came in. You! Hello, Cassie. You feeling well? He asked in a snide way.
Okay, and back to me! Woo, let's do this. And also, my character looks depressed. I'm giving depression. There we go. Now I'm not so depressed. Okay, let's see. So you're the one who brought me here. That's right. I need you.
Okay.
I won't give you anything. Cassie could see two men dressed in Team Rocket uniforms walking behind them. You're working with Team Rocket? Yes, they actually helped me many years ago, and I thought it would only be natural to return the favor. What are you talking about? All those years ago when Team Rocket took Silphco hostage, it halted everything there. And my company, yeah, Wyria, yes, sure, we'll call it Wyria. Wyria Inc. could get more profits. I like the way he says that. We could get more profits.
Get paid.
What? Why have you brought me here? Well, you see, I always wanted to bring Sylph and Wyria together by marrying you. I don't think that's how companies work. I don't think that's how company mergers work.
No, it's not.
I don't think companies work like medieval kingdoms. But sure, we'll go with it. But you refuse me. It's too late for that now. Also, that's not how companies work. Oh, really? I'm not so sure. Why, what if something would happen to your husband? No, nothing will happen to Dan, and he'll come and rescue me. That's just what I want him to do. You see, the new leader of Team Rocket sent him a little message, and he should be on his way here, right now with a Master Ball. But how do you know about... Dear Cassie, you aren't the only one I've captured. Leonardo moved away. Marrying companies. Yes, I know it's silly. Um, Leonardo moved away from the doorway and showed Polly and Mr. Sylph being restrained by rockets. Both of them were suddenly forcefully pushed into the door. I'll leave you alone for now, but Dan should be arriving soon. Okay, picture. Do.
Man, what's a brat?
Boop.
Man, what's a brat? Also, why is his father there? I thought that his father is going to her father is going to dress up though. Like
Her father was like
very
exercising. Her father was exercising when he got kidnapped.
Oh yeah, there
That's
was
why
that
he's
too,
like wearing
sorry.
his like gym clothes or something.
Gym clothes or something. That's a good way to put it.
Okay, let's see. It's arriving soon. I'll leave. Dan should be arriving soon. Polly, Dad, are you all right? Cassie asked, holding them close. Yes, Mom, I'm fine. Well, for a man of 64, I'm as good as I can get, Mr. Sylph joked.
Dad, this is not the time for a joke, but okay.
Stop joking around. We've all been kidnapped.
Who knows what happened to the baby at home? Oh, Dan. Well, Dan is carrying the littlest brother out. It's like, where's your brother? Cassie asked her daughter. They didn't take him. Oh no, you mean it? Oh no. No. Our new friend Steven is with him. I think that you got a typo with new.
Yeah. Yeah, like we know Steven and he's with him, so
we know Steve.
okay.
Please help us. She sounds so much like Peach.
It's just like she's turned into Princess Peach.
Speaking of Princess Peach, yesterday while we were doing works, one of the students has drawn Cat Mario. We were trying to do shading practices and he put Cat Mario. I don't think that he shaded, but I drew Princess Peach next to him to demonstrate. Yeah, peaches. Let's see, what was it? Joe's helicopter touched down right outside the doors of the hospital where Beth worked. Many people were already in front looking at it. Dan took Kyle and went through the entrance. Beth was at the front and recognized him right away. Wait, what are you doing in here? Beth, I need your help. I need to get to Kanto, and I need you to watch over Kyle until I return. Danny? See, you got a typo.
That's just like, okay, easy typo to make. So yeah, real quick, the Dan is the father, Danny is the son, Danny's real name is Daniel Jr. Just to get that out of the way.
Dan, I'm not a babysitter. Babysitter. You can't just.
Dan, I'm not a baby sister. Do I look like a baby sister to you?
that can be a really neat anime name. My sister cannot be this cute. Also, yes, I've been working non-stop and I got a little bit brain dead. Please, you're the only one I can go to right now. Then back. Okay, I will find a way to keep him safe, but it's very dangerous in Kanto right now. She hesitated and then gave him a confident smile. I don't care, my family is in danger and I must go to them. Dan turned to walk away when Beth caught his attention. He looked back to see what she wanted. My mom and dad live in Kanto. Please do something to help them. Don't worry, I'm not alone. Team Rocket won't win. That's a red flag. That's
okay, I'm gonna put a picture in here.
Okay.
Let's see here. Nope, wrong folder. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, here it is. it's like, Dan,
This
I'm not a babysitter. I'm a doctor. Damn it.
this happened in trauma center, so they were like, "Oh, yeah, doctor, help me look after my child," and he's like, "Wait, no,
Could you
also
imagine?
why did
Could you imagine this happening in real life? You know how busy doctors are.
I think that the doctors would just cuss at her and say, "Be responsible, be a responsible parent, you dumb dumb."
Okay. Anyway, go ahead and finish the
Why does
page.
why does why does Stan look like you in your icon? Like what the heck? Don't lie. He kind of looks like you.
He kind of looks like me.
Well,
Well,
at least your avatar.
you know, funny fact, I don't think I had glasses when I wrote this.
Ooh,
Anyway, go ahead and finish the page.
my God, we got so. Let's see. Knowing that his son was in good hands, he returned to George, who had covered his face with his cloak again. It should take about an hour to get to Kendo. I think that you got to type over an hours.
Yeah, fixed.
Then we better hurry. Soon the chopper began flying across the ocean, separating Johto and Kanto when he noticed a radar screen and controls. You even have radar on this thing.
Uh, okay, my turn again.
Yep.
Okay. No way. They're much too expensive. I just had Ditto change into one. I'm like, okay, hold on. Is the little radar screen is like the little radar blip going dit 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 when it senses stuff. That'd
I
be
don't.
funny.
What do you mean? But you said that it was Ditto.
Yeah, like that'd be really funny if the radar screen is going dit dit.
Oh, no, that was just Ditto. Yeah, that probably just Ditto's face. Like, hi guys.
So you went from no glasses to glasses, and I went from glasses to most of the time no glasses. Wait, what did? Wait, dear, what happened to your eyesight? What did you
Ooh,
get? Hold on, no glasses. Went from glasses to most of the time no. Do you have like contacts? I guess, or what happened to your eyesight? um. Anyway, let's see. Very interesting, Dan thought, holding his head up with his arm under his chin. That's a very weird thing to point out, but okay. Uh, oh, Dan, I was wondering if you could do me a favor. Sure. What is it? Oh, you got surgery. Okay. Interesting. Um, well, it's better than contact lenses, I can tell you that much. Well, I can't tell you that much because I've never had contacts. I freaking the idea of putting anything in my eye, even a contact lens, kind of it just makes me shiver. um, wondering if you could do me a favor. Sure. What is it? Please tell and don't tell anyone that AR and Josh Wieldmon. Oh my gosh, his last name is Wieldmon. Are you kidding me? Sounds like a Digimon name. Wieldmon. So we've got Dan Dragonson, Josh Wieldmon, Stephen Steele, Jack Sire. Everyone's last name has something to do with what they do. Let's see. Wieldmon or one in this. Josh Wield. Sure, we'll go with it. Josh Wieldmon are one and the same. Why not? Wait. So does that mean Duplica's last name is Wieldmon? Because I don't know if I can get behind that. Why not? Well, well, when I heard that the Elite Four were trying to take down Team Rocket, I offered them my assistance, but they turned me down because I used to be on Team Rocket. That makes sense. Uh, so to fool them, I invented my counterpart, AR, and somehow it worked because Lance is an idiot. um, Wieldmon, wielder of things. Yes, exactly. They accepted him as soon as he walked in the door. Um, it's ridiculous. A guy goes in to get a job without a disguise, and he's turned down flat. Yet someone else comes with his face covered, and they hire him right then and there. Yeah, it is kind of ridiculous. I can agree with that. Josh is pointing out the weirdness of my story. Are you noticing this, Carrie?
It's weird.
So this is what you've been doing for all these years? You got it. The only ones who know who AR are you and me. You didn't even tell
You and me,
Duplica.
you and me, you and me.
You didn't even tell Duplica about all this. I would have, but she works with the Elite Four's efforts to thwart Team Rocket, and I didn't want my identity to be revealed. As AR, I have been helping her and her family, but AR isn't her brother. Josh is. It's like Dan's like.
Why are we playing with identities?
It's like, why are you doing this? She probably misses you, idiot.
Why do you pretend that you? Why do you pretend you are doing something good?
Yeah. The Rockets had taken over many things in Kanto, including the airport. Each time a plane, it's like, can you imagine an evil like they took over the airport? Is there just one airport? You know what? Going by the games, the Kanto looks kind of small, so there probably would just be one airport.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Rockets had taken over. They had taken over the airport.
By the way, that time you go to LA, does LA only have one airport?
Um,
Or
I don't have
do you go?
flown into.
Do you
No,
go
I've
to?
never flown into LA before. I always fly into Sacramento.
Oh, okay. That's probably one of the smaller airports. Yeah, it does have smaller airports. LA does have smaller airports.
Yeah. Let's see, Kanto, including there, but each time a plane came in, they would take more prisoners. This doesn't even seem possible. I feel like okay,
I don't think that I don't think that you thought through this, which is okay because it's kind of hard.
basically we just have to assume that the law enforcement and the military in the Pokemon world are incompetent, which I can believe because there's a lot of people that are incompetent in the Pokemon world. Let's be honest here.
Let's face it.
But like, if this were to happen in the real world, it's like the airport has been taken over by terrorists. Send in the army. uh, many rockets.
Yeah, I think that the army will come over there and just go and be like, okay, let's go.
It's like send in SEAL Team 6. That's SEAL spelled with 2 E's.
The seals. How can we forget the seals?
We gotta send in SEAL Team 6 too. We gotta send in both SEAL Team and SEAL Team. Oh gosh, that's funny. Anyway, send in the Marines.
What about the well, no, send in the Milotics.
uh,
Or also the sharks, the sharpedos.
Anyway, that vehicle is too small to be a passenger plane. A rocket executive pointed out. It might be a jet fighter. Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Might be a jet fighter, and we don't want to deal with those, so take it out. Wait, so I'm like, oh, they've taken over the airport, and so they're in control here. It was like there are jet fighters, and they'd be destroyed. It's like we're gonna send out a jet fighter to missile strike Team Rocket. Anyway. Well, let's see. We don't want to deal with those, so take it out. With what, sir? Missiles! Oh, God. Team Rocket have rockets? I didn't see this coming. But, sir, we don't have any. Flying Pokemon, numbskull! Oh, wait, they don't have rockets. How disappointing. It was about to turn into the scene from...
Immeasurable.
It was about to turn into the scene from Incredibles. Let's see. Listen, Dan, tracking down and ending Team Rocket is what I'm living for now. Josh argued. I can't lose that. I can't lose that.
Wait, Wait, Josh, seriously? What do you mean? That's your
That's
leaving?
his
That kind of
life. That's his whole
psycho.
life is just going after Team Rocket.
No,
So.
dude, you better find something else after you hunt down Team Rocket. What else are you going to do?
I can't lose that. Dit. Oh, the radar is doing that thing. Remember what I was talking about earlier, Carrie?
Yeah, Ditto, it's Ditto. Ditto was like a uh,
Dit, dit. Ooh! Josh looked at Ditto and saw several tiny blinking dots coming in their direction. Looks like we've got company, he stated. What? Who? Well, I'd say about a little more than 100 flying Pokemon. Jeez! That's a lot of. Jeez, how many flying Pokemon does Team Rocket have? Yikes! Gee, so it's.
they probably stole them.
Gee, it must a flock. Okay, I don't think the sentence structure works.
It must be a flock.
It must. Oh yeah, it must be a flock. No way, flocks of mixed Pokemon are never this size, and they're flying too close together. These Pokemon are being controlled. But I don't have any Pokemon except Thunderjet. Oh, we're doomed.
Thunderjet was like, "Hey, I'm not that sucky."
Oh, by the way, Psylocke, Thunderjet is Dan's Jolteon, and she's very old and kind of tired out. um, yeah, did you always have a strange nickname for your Pokemon? Now is not the time to bring that up. We don't stand a chance against that number of Pokemon in the air. There's only one. There's only one who can help us now. I haven't. I haven't. Oh, that's right. He called. Josh calls his Pidgeot Itchypot. Like, we can't take out this many Pokemon in the air. There's only one who can help us now. I haven't called for him in years. So, wish me luck. Good luck and hurry. They'll be here in a minute. They'll be here in a matter of minutes. Dan began concentrating and thought about Legend, his old Dragonite companion that he had been out of contact with. Legend, I need you. Okay. And back over to Carrie.
Let me just okay, there we go. Where is the page? Okay, in the depths of Lake Rage, Legend looked to the surface and was drawn to leave. The old dragon responded immediately and shot out of the water into a class. Meow sensed Dan's outreach as well and knew that it wasn't by psychic means. Someone is speaking to another. I have only felt this feeling one time, and that was when Dan spoke to Legend through his heart. Don't worry, Jack. I will tell Dan what you tell me. I promise you. Wait, where was Meow anyways?
In the last chapter, Mike, no, not Mike. Mike is my friend who came up with the character. Jack, who's a psychic, reached out to Meow and told him that Dan needs to find a Larvitar.
Oh, also you said. Also, I think that you said something about. Oh yeah, Jack's house got raided.
Yeah, Jack's house
I
did
think.
get raided. His whole family got put into psychic comas basically, and his wife got kidnapped.
It's a big wump episode. It has been a while, and now that we got this probably sorted out, I think.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've read this because you've been so busy working.
I've been working for like with the exception of what's that thing called? With the exception of Sunday, every day I was like, yeah.
Okay.
But at least I'm getting a paycheck though. Team Rocket's Air Force came into the site and attacking the flying contraption like it was birdseed. Pidgeotto, Feral, and Golbat began pecking and poking at Dan and Josh through the open right and left sides. Oh, ow! Stop! Ah, that hurts! Ah! He's getting closer! Ooh! Something in the distance that looked like an orange ball kept moving closer. Although Josh was unsure, Dan knew it was Legend. The dragon. How long do you think that Dragonite lives? Because they probably can live a long time.
I really think that Dragonites can outlive people. Because if we're going by standard dragon lore, dragons live a really long time.
Like a couple of thousands of years.
Yeah, probably. I'd be willing to bet that Legend's going to be alive long after Dan's gone.
Probably sometime in the distant future, like in Scarlet and Violet, and he was talking to somebody who came from the school and was like, "Yeah, back in my day, I have a good friend who was kind of an ass in reality."
Okay. I have. Let's see. Okay. Oh, hey, you're back. Hello. Um. Yeah, my girlfriend's back. So yeah, you didn't miss much. Dan just called for his dragon, basically. It's like they're getting attacked. Their helicopter was getting attacked, and Dan called for his dragon. And I have a picture too. We're gonna put this right here. Okay, so there's the picture. I only drew like 2 flying Pokemon, so just imagine there's. I could have like copied and pasted them or whatever. So
He
yeah.
slapped them with his tail, hung them with his spiky fist, and blew the rest away. And blew the rest away was a widespread thunderbolt. What? When the birds and bats were down to a mere 5, Legend roared like a lion and scared them away. The threat was gone, and Legend returned to his usual peaceful self and began gliding up beside the helicopter. Um, Legend, you saved the day again. It's good to see you, old friend. Likewise, old friend. And grab his loyal Pokemon's back and climb onto it. Doing? This is much faster. I'm willing to bet that thing can keep up with Legend. I'm going to send you to a hidden base in Kanto. Lance and the others need you to attack Rio. Listen, I don't have time. I have to help my family. No, you make a difference this way. Your feelings are blinding your judgment.
Oh gosh, that is such a classic line.
Your feelings are blinding your judgment. Josh is right, Dan, agreed a soothing deep voice. Dan could tell it was being put into his head, into their heads, just like when Mewtwo spoke. Mewtwo quietly floated down between the three and look at them both. Thank heavens I found you guys. So how long do you think Mew is going to live, though? Do you think that is... We're just
Now,
going to keep on talking.
now that's a good question. How long is the lifespan of a Mew? Because if we're going by like regular feline lifespans, not that long.
Man, that sucks though. Do you think the Sims apply to Mewtwo? You're just gonna be like, it's like Mewtwo, I have returned. Mewtwo,
Because Mewtwo's just dead.
it would be the saddest will be the insect Pokemon. So it's like, hey guys, I couldn't fly. It was cool. Hey, where are you? In the garden. Wait, dude, what are you doing? My time has come. Thank you for the fun.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, that was random.
Okay. So is it my turn or?
Yeah, I think it is your turn.
Okay. Meow, you haven't changed in appearance at all. So what's up? Dan responded. This isn't the right place to talk. Josh, please allow me to read your mind. Why? I like Josh's response. Like, why is this necessary? uh, let's see. If you show me where we are going, I can teleport us there. Now, hold still and relax. It's like, I'm invading your mind. You don't have a choice. You out-touched Josh with the tip of his tail and saw in its mind, the house of Imite. Then he heard a loud thud outside and went out with everyone else to see what it was. Legend and the helicopter were on the ground, and so were AR and Dan. Dad, you made it! Danny laughed. Dad, you made it! Danny laughed, going to him. Danny, you're here. I thought you'd been captured. Dan said, deeply relieved, as if the world had been taken off his shoulders. Your wife and daughter are still kidnapped, but I guess this is good too. um, Not a chance, Dad. What? Not a chance because the villain let me get away. Not a chance, Dad. What? And Legend is here too? Legend waved his arm and twitched his antenna.
It's like he's like, hi.
It's like, hey, I'm here. It's good to see you again, Dan, Jason stated, pulling him up. Pulling him up? What? Why is he saying pulling him up? Whatever.
Pull me up.
I don't know why he's saying pull. I don't know why I stated pulling him up. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I just gotta delete that because that makes like no sense. Anyway, Jason, is that you? 4 of Dan's Pokemon greeted him, but Mischievous stayed away because Dan hadn't trained him like the others. What are you guys doing here? There should be quotes there. Please.
Yeah,
Listen,
you meet quite a lot of crooks, but that's okay. It happens.
we need to get inside now. We're in plain sight out here, Lance alerted them. No one talked until they were all safe in the confines of the basement. I just like that sentence. No one talked until they were safe inside the basement. Now, Meow, what's so important? Dan asked. Something bad has happened to Jack. I knew it, Joy responded. I don't know how she knew it, but she knew it. He started to send a message to me, but he was struggling, and something prevented him from finishing. He told me to find you, Dan, and get you to train a Larvitar to fight Rill. What in the world is a Larvitar? Dan inquired. Use your Pokedex, Dad. Use your Pokedex, Dad. I don't need it anymore, Danny said, giving his old Pokedex back to Dan. What? Oh, why not? Because Jack gave me and Polly our own. Huh? But to meet Jack, you would have to get... Danny! You didn't go to Light River City, did you? Deliberately disobeying me? Oh man, he's going Mufasa on his ass.
Did movers do that in Lion King?
Yes, he did that. He told Simba, "You must never go there." He didn't tell him the elephant graveyard. He's like, Simba's like, "What's with that shadowy place?" It's like, "Don't go there. That's the ghetto." That's the bad side of town, Simba. Anyway.
But then he went there anyways, and then Mufasa was upset, right? He was like,
it's like, you deliberately disobeyed me. Anyway, you didn't go to Light River City, deliberately disobeying me. Then he put his hand behind his head and tried to act all innocent. We'll talk about this later. Pokedex, identify Larvitar.
Did you manage to watch the Mufasa movie, by the way, yourself? Because
I know. Of course I didn't want to watch it, Carrie. What are you, nuts?
Yes, I am. That's the first thing you know about me. But I thought that you like big kitties and also movie.
I like Mufasa. I mean, I like my kitty, Mufasa, and I like the character Mufasa, but only the original classic self-animated cartoon, not 3D garbage Disney Lion King.
You're like, Carrie, you dumb. Are you crazy?
Let's see. The old Pokedex version brought up a picture of a small green Pokemon that had a little red stomach, black scars on its eyes, and a long point extending from its head. It had short tails. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think Larvitar has 2 tails.
Let me go look it up. How do you spell it?
Like larva, but with a itar at the end.
Wait, you mean lava or larva?
Ugh, let's just Discord gif it.
Oh, never mind. I found it. Hold on, let me take a look.
Too late. Already sent. Oh wait, no, I haven't. It has kind of a split tail. Yeah, look at that. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, he does have a. He looks like he is having a tail, you open this
Yeah,
what's
it's
that
kind
thing
of like
called?
a tail that got split in the middle.
What do you call those things? It looks like a flower, or
Yeah,
maybe
kind of like a
something like you
flower.
peel
He's got a flower tail.
you peel onions and stuff.
I forgot
You peel
Larvitar
onions.
had that thing back there. um,
What are they? Are they actually bugs? Because they don't look like bugs.
well, I'm about to explain part of it. Larvitar, the rock skin Pokemon. It is born deep underground. It can't emerge until it has entirely consumed the soil around it.
Okay.
For some strange reason, Larvitar looks familiar to me, but I know I've never seen it before. Dan looked into the eyes of the Larvitar picture. A memory smacked him in the face. Oh, wow! Larvitar looks like those Tyranitar Pokemon I once fought.
the Can you imagine us like, did you kill my mom?
Larvitar Larvitar evolves into Pupitar, the Pokedex told Dan, and then into Tyranitar, which has a dark type classification. I understand now, Dan comprehended. Jack wanted us to evolve a Larvitar up to a Tyranitar because he knows that psychic attacks are useless against them.
How does that even work though?
I don't know, but it does.
But to me, Pokemon elements work just much like some of the attacks you got in what's that thing called in Persona.
Oh yeah.
Because we also get psychic, dark, light, and all the bleh. We don't have water though.
Yeah.
Because it was replaced by ice.
Am I that? Okay, let's see. I'm a thinking. Well, stop thinking. Anyway, excuse me. Let's see. Excuse me, Jason interrupted, but Zatu saw Claire and two warriors coming to us in the future. They said they should get here any minute now. Claire, I told her to stay in Johto, Lance said, as if he was saying, I told Claire to stay in the kitchen. He's got that type of energy. Lance exclaimed. Oh, I should have known she wouldn't listen to me. Hey Lance, why are you the only member of the Elite Four here? Dane inquired. I'm lucky to even be here. The first place Rill attacked in Kanto was the Indigo. What's that? Hold on. Did I? Indigo Plateau. It happened the day all. Oh, okay. I guess it's your turn, Carrie.
God, my back suddenly hurts. Hold on. What is happening? Wait.
It's Lance talking.
Okay, hold up. I am back, and also I share something with you on our chat.
Oh,
apparently one of the professor I worked with, she showed some of the pictures she at the exhibition she partaken, and one person decided to draw Pokemon in it.
They drew a Piplup.
Yep, they drew a Piplup. It happened the day all the Elite Force was training there. We could have eliminated the rockets with ease, but the power of their leader, Will, was too much. Will, Koga, Bruno have all made prisoners by his psychic powers. Only Karen, the master of dark, and I remain. It was clear that Will was incredibly strong when he subdued Will. You see, Will is also a psychic, and yet he was enslaved as easily as the rest. Karen's Pokemon tried to hold Will back without much help. I think that you got a typo with without much help. Is it Will or oh yeah. Without much help, and they were easily outnumbered and dealt with by the Rockets. They got knocked out or they got killed.
Yeah, they got captured.
We don't have kill in here. Like Karen knew our Pokemon could not win now, and she told me to escape while she held Real back. I was able to reach a teleporting pad in time and brought me here. So now the greatest Pokemon masters in Kanto are being held captive.
That's the wrong word. There.
I think the only way we can defeat Ryu is with a Tyranitar. Can you imagine Umbreon and Houndoom be like, what
It,
are we then?
actually,
Huh?
Umbreon already lost to Rail.
Oh,
I don't know if you remember,
whoops,
but
yeah, that one, whoops, that one.
yeah, Umbreon
Do you
already
think
lost to
he
Rail
got,
once.
do you think it got pretty older because an old puppy or something?
Huh.
Um, Houndoom, what about Houndoom though? I don't think that Houndoom has fought Ryu, right?
I don't think Houndoom's fought Rail yet.
Who's your favorite dark type Pokemon then? Now that is the question for everyone. I think Houndoom is cute.
Houndoom is cool. Jeez,
Uh,
my gosh, is Tyranitar still my favorite dark type after all these years?
seriously?
He might
Is it?
be. I'm having trouble
Oh,
thinking of other dark types that I use right now.
your brain is dead, and the only thing you can
Oh,
remember
Spiritomb. I
is
also use
Tyranitar.
Spiritomb. Oh, go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, oh yeah, Chandelure. Chandelure is also my favorite. I don't play Pokemon, but I know a few.
Oh,
Chandelure is one of my
Chandelure is a
favorite. It
ghost
looks really
fire
cute.
type.
What?
Yep, it's a ghost fire type.
Uh, our Lucifer is also pretty good, but he gets a little bit.
Okay.
Hold on, let me take a look. We got da 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 da. Upso, no, Upso is not. Upso does look really cool though, but no. Wait, Greninja. Wait, Greninja is a dark type.
Greninja?
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
Greninja is a dark type.
Uh, Masquerada. Yeah, that one that make all the fairies happy.
Oh, all the uh it's funny. I just realized I don't really use many dark type Pokemon in my teams. Pretty much just Tyranitar and Spiritomb. Oh, and Absol.
Wait, what? You don't use your Incineroar? Because it's cat and also dog type? Meow.
Incineroar. Uh Incineroar. Wait, the Incineroar, that's the wrestler guy
Yeah,
from
that one.
yeah, that one. Nah,
That big kitty.
I actually never evolved mine. I just left him let him stay the way he was. It's like, well, I evolved from Litten into um the second form, and then I just kind of let him stay there.
Wait, you did use Darkrai in La Arceus though.
I did use Darkrai and Arceus. That's true. Um. Anyway, Carrie, let's continue the story.
Yeah, sorry about that. We drift away. Also, why does Mega Sableye look like he is a scaredy cat? He just be like, I hide behind
Just
this gem and you won't hurt me.
make a Sableye, just like I'm behind this gem. Ooh, I'm behind this gem. I'm like, oh yeah.
I thought that he is going to be like, if you can't hurt me because I have this gem and I'm going to use this gem to beat the crap out of you. Okay. Where do you find a Lavatar? Stephen asked. The sound of footsteps coming from the basement, and Claire, Talon, and Damon walk into the room. I ordered you to stay in Johto. Hey, don't blame me. It was these two who were so fixed on coming. Oh, hi, Talon. Danny called. I'm glad to see you that you're all right. Talon responded. Who's he, Danny? Oh, that's Talon. He used to hang out with Polly and me, but he stayed behind to train at Claire's gym. Excuse me, but did someone say something about Lavatar? Ask questions Damien. Why is his name so weird?
Yeah.
Damien. Damien. What do we get? We get a Nightmian?
A Nightmian. Will we get a Nightmian? Nightmian sounds weird. I hate that name now. Nightmian.
You're a Carrie. What have you done?
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay, I'll go there sometime. Yeah, yeah. Would you know where we can get one? Danny replied. Yeah, they dwell on Mount Silver in Johto, but only trainers with 16 official badges are permitted to enter. We can just sneak in. Can we just sneak in? We can just sneaky beaky in. Sneaky beaky. Huh? Danny whined, kicking up some dust. My sentiments exactly. My name is Damien, and I always want to catch a lavater, just so I can evolve it into a Tyranitar.
That's
Do
what anyone would do.
can you not just go? Can you not just go find other dark types though? If in this era there are other dark types other than I don't know, that guy with the gem, and also Tyranitar, and also Umbra, and also Houndoom, and blah 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 blah. There are probably quite a number of them. Dude, why do you have to pick that one? You have other dark types, suckers.
Yeah.
If it's the only way to get the Labrador, then we must take it, Lance stated. He got out a sheet of paper and wrote something down, handing it to Dan. This paper states that I have given it holder to permission to enter Mount Silver without the badges. That's very kind of you, but I won't be going to Mount Silver anytime soon. Wait, what do you mean? Dan looked at him with a look of shock. Look of shock, I suppose. What do you mean? Lance exclaimed with a look of shock. You got a typo
With
there.
a look of shock.
I think
There.
I would be a much help more if I let myself get captured. Dad, don't do it. This is ridiculous, Dan, AR remarked. You are giving in with our fight. We need the Lavatar. You got a typo there again. You're giving in with our type.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get that Lavatar. Then we'll catch one and train it. What? I will? Then he stared at Dan. I'm the one railway officer. I have to give myself in to protect my wife and daughter. And also, I can just smack him in front of him. Physically, I can punch him in his face.
Yes, let's just walk up and punch him.
Hey, Real, guess what? You can give him a master ball. AR shouted in disapproval. I won't give him the master ball, but I will give him a master ball. What do you mean? Joe, oh, mean AL, how long can your Ditto stay transformed? About 2 hours. Okay, you're coming with me. Oh, I see now. Dan, you mustn't do it, Lance warned. I had to. I can't stand by and watch people suffer. What are you doing, you dum-dum? Dan turned to Danny and put his hands on his shoulders. I need you to get a lavater. But Dad.
Okay, and I'm just gonna put this picture here. Eh, 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 eh. Okay. Anyway, that picture's dead now. Don't worry about me. You have to do this. I'll do it, Dad, and we'll win. Thanks. Dan looked at those around him and sought help. Okay, whatever. Who wants to come with me? I'll be a big distraction for the Rockets, and you might be able to free some people. The first volunteers were Dan's own Pokemon. I know you guys would want to come, but I don't have your Pokeballs. You do now, stated Lance, giving Dan 4 empty Pokeballs. I took these off of the Rockets that were trying to take them. I assumed they were yours. Thanks, Lance. Everyone, into your Pokeballs! As Dan's 4 Pokemon returned to their balls, he released his still tired Jolteon. He then looked at Nurse Joy and gave Thunderjet to her to hold. Please heal Thunderjet. I'll need her later. Joy nodded and took Thunderjet away to be treated. I'll come, Talon answered. I have some unfinished business with one of those rockets. I'll go with you, responded AR. After a minute, no one else spoke up, and Dan started going out the door. Lance walked into his way to stop him. I don't know if what you're doing is right or wrong, but you can help us back here. Take this. It's a microphone that will transmit anything you hear or say straight to us. Dan took the microphone and put it in his pocket. Once you find out, tell us where Rill's base is. We still have no clue where he's hiding. You know, you think it would be easier to figure out considering he's captured like everyone. Anyway, you got it. Oh, well, I jumped ahead. Uh, I will. Now, goodbye, everyone. And Danny, I don't want to see you again until you fully evolved a Larvitar into a Tyranitar. You got it.
That's a very interesting way of threatening. It's like I don't want to see you,
This
son.
is like a.
Train
It's
the
like.
Lavatar.
It's like I will want to see your face again, son, until you fully evolve that damn Pokemon.
Yeah, tell me something that I do not know.
You got it, Dad. Uh, uh, Dan and his two followers moved outside, where they climbed onto Legend. uh, from there, they began searching for Rill's hidden stronghold. Okay, let's go. I'm ready. There's just one thing I need to know. What is it, Danny? Stephen asked. Where is Mount Silver? Oh God. Oh, um. Hey, Silax. Do you remember how this used to be a big thing in anime, where like a character would say something stupid and a bunch of characters in the room would fall over? I actually
Yeah, they're
included
just
this
gonna.
in this story several times.
It happened in Dan's time, and also it happened in right now. What you are seeing.
Where's Mount Silver? Stephen and Lance fell onto their backs. I know where it is, and I can take you there, Damien boasted, but I won't do it unless I go in there too. Oh, very well, Lance moaned, making another Mount Silver pass. I want to go too, Stephen said. Will you slow down? Lance shouted, getting tired of writing.
You know, that was what happened on Saturday when one of the group leaders, we separated into different groups so that we have so then they take care of different students, different little ones painting the wall. One of them was like, "Hey, can we ask for number 2, number 3, can we ask for orange or something?" And I'm actually mixing the colors because it was incorrect. It needs to be a little bit more pastel, and so there's like, "Hey, can you get that?" After like 5 minutes again, and they're like, "Can you get it?" And I was like,
So you were going through something similar.
yeah, and it would be hard. It was pretty hard because you got like so many colors, and there are like people like pouring paint and like that, and it's a mess. And the place and the table is like kind of running out of space. I was in that corner mixing colors, and the dude next to me was like, we are having we it was like, is this the one? Is this but they try some of them trying to take the main bucket of paint, but you are not supposed to. You only need to take tiny bits of paint from the main bucket, because if you take the whole bucket, then when others need it, you need to go get it back, or maybe if it runs out, you don't know the color you have to mix. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, she did keep me on my toes. But even though that I was like,
Hey,
I was spitting fire.
Silox, dear, you can use the heart icon in between stuff you say if you want. But don't use the heart icon a billion times over, please.
You're going to make the thing explode. You're going to make the thing explode. The shot explode. I mean, like, it's kind of funny still. Not gonna lie.
Got another picture coming up. Well, since we have another picture coming up, uh, uh, I guess I'll just keep reading. High over Kanto, Legend carried 3 heavy passengers. It's like, hey! And his aged wings looked like they were getting tired. Hang in there, Legend.
I think Legend was in his prime still, though, or you're just thinking that he's just a puppy. He's a pupper.
It's like, um, yeah, it's like I feel like he would be holding up a little bit better than this based on dragon years. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking more like regular animal years when I wrote this, but I think dragons would live longer than this.
Yeah, Dragon was like, this is nothing. Also, why are you guys heavier? Seriously?
All right, let's see. Hang in there, Legend. We still have to find that base. Dan rooted for his Pokemon. There, where could it be? ARS looking through binoculars. Hmm. What
Hey,
would?
can you imagine that if Legend is being in prison with them, that he is just going to meditate while the rockets are like, and he is like,
It's like his antenna are like wiggling back and forth.
yeah, it's like, curious this is.
Now
And
he's
then,
talking like Yoda.
at,
Yeah. Beat you now. I will. Yes.
yeah, beat you now, I will, yes. What's that? Um, um, Dragonite beat down, it will be.
uh, uh, where could it be? AR, I was looking through binoculars. What would be the best place to put a rocket base? That rhymed.
Who's gonna
Dan,
rock the base? Base, base.
to put a rocket base. Best place. Uh, Dan pondered. I mean, there isn't that much open space in Kanto. Vacant. I think vacant is kind of whatever. Um, Dan, I just thought of the perfect place, AR declared. Where? Talon inquired. The Safari Zone. Yes, of course. That place has been shut down for years, Dan informed. It's the it's the perfect location. Okay, Legend, head straight to the Safari Zone. Aroo! The weary Dragonite answered, heading in the direction Dan motioned. Deep in Jack's
I,
mind, his
I
physical
think
and
that
psych.
I think that Dragonite is not wary. He is like, okay, let's go. But he's like,
This is like, you guys
he's
are
like,
heavy. You guys are heavy. um, Deep in Jack's mind, his physical and psychic parts fought each other for control. They both looked the same, but one relied on his mind powers and the other on everything else. I feel like that's, you know, duh, but whatever. Uh, please, we don't have time to
no,
fight. Please, we don't have time to fight like this, said the physical half. Oh, yes, we do. I will prove the psychic power is superior to everything else. Listen, if we don't combine into one, they're going to combine? If we don't combine into one, Jack will stay like this forever. I don't care about that. I'll survive. You are so stubborn, you fool! Starts slapping him like he's Goku slapping Frieza.
What?
Okay. This works out perfectly. We got a picture coming up, and then it can switch over to your turn.
Is
Let's
it just
see.
me? This is a very Evangelion scene. It's like, you fool! You if we don't combine, then Jack wouldn't wake up, and you won't be able to use your psychic and you won't be able to use your psychic powers to do whatever menacing things you will. You dumb.
Yeah, I'd like to point out that Psylocke, I'm not sure if you've ever seen uh, Mob Psycho, but there's a similar plot point that happens in Mob Psycho. It's just like this. What's happening with Jack right now? um, Polly and Cassie sat in the corners of their cell. We have to get out of here. He's trying to capture Dad, Polly worried. I can't believe Leonardo is doing this. I knew he was a jerk, but this is way too far, Cassie said in frustration. In a split second, the top of a white hump broke through the ground and startled the mother and daughter. What is it? Is this what I think it is? Polly asked. Soon the white bump popped out, and a lizard with wait, is Cubone a lizard? Like, no, not if the theory that it's a Kangaskhan is true. Let's see. Let's see. Is that what I think it is? We'll just go with lizard for now. Sure, why not? Lizard, whatever. Skull with eyes poked its way out. I thought so. Polly had lost her Pokemon to the rockets, but she still had her Pokedex on her. Cubone, the lonely Pokemon. When it is sad or lonely, the skull that it wears shakes, emitting a plaintive and mournful sound. Cube. Oh, you know what? I'll just put a picture in here, and then you can take over. Let's see. Here's a picture. Boop. Oh, hold on. Let me just go back. Uh, you put the picture in the wrong spot, dumbass. There we go. So yeah, there's the picture. Cubone. Okay, Carrie, it's your turn.
Cubone is a ground Pokemon, informed Polly. Maybe we can get it to dig us a tunnel. Cubone! Cubone seemed to like it, looking for something and walk around this searching the room. When it decided that its lost item was not there, it began moving back to this hole. No, don't go, we need your help! Polly pleaded. The ground type paid her no mind, crossing his arms, which when Polly noticed something about it. Are they supposed to carry bone clubs? Don't you? You don't have one, do you? The sad digger nodded. Listen, now, Cubone. No Cubone should be without a bone club. Polly stated, I tell you what, if you take us a tunnel out of this place, we'll have to look for it. Ah, brains. Cubone looked at her and returned to the hole. Oh no, I guess he doesn't want to help us anyway. I think that you got a typo there. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Simone. Suddenly, big lumps of dirt sprung off the hole. Cubone was making its tunnel bigger. He's helping us. Polly rejoiced. Cubone dug as hard as he could, constructing an excellent escape tunnel. When it was finished, Polly and Cassie crawled in. Come on, Dad, Cassie urged. Hurry up, Grandpa. Polly added. You two should go on without me. I will only slow you down. No, Grandpa, please come with us. The argument was making them lose precious time, and Leonardo walked into the ship cell. He saw what was happening, and called for a rocket guard. Mr. Silv went into action, chopping Leonardo's neck.
Nice. I love that.
The Ephraim instantly fell over from the blow. Rockets were coming in, and Mr. Silv took them head on. Keep rolling, I will keep them at bay, he cried. Quote.
It's like, damn, holy crap, Mr. Sylph is badass.
Cassie and Polly were deep in the tunnel. I think he was an OC, right? I did see their Silphco in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Mr. Silph overpowered and Cubone. I think, is that a typo of Cubone or Q? Is it Cubone?
Oh, this
Cubone
one?
was tossed into the brown sack. It cried, struggling inside. A Cubone without a bone club, how useless. One of the rockets first insulted. Still, it might prove to be a good tool if it evolved. Another informed. Take it out to the storage house and inform the boss. Some prisoners have escaped. The true dragon sons made their way through the passage. And came out outside the confines. Sirens were screaming as they ran to escape. A very Nadia scene.
Yeah. Let's see. Dan and his tiny band. I like reading that. Dan and his tiny band. Oh, and I won't call you Psylocke anymore. I will call you Dakota, like you want. Okay. All right. Dan and his tiny band. I like reading that. We're only seconds away from reaching Fuchsia City, where the Safari Zone was located, and they surveyed the area from the sky. Let's see. This must be the place. There are rockets everywhere, Era pointed. How did you not find this place, Lance? You guys suck. How could you not find this when there are rockets all over? Jeez. Anyway. I'd like to point out that Lance has 3 Dragonites. Let's see. I see the Safari Zone ahead, and I see a large building that could be the base, Dan informed. Legend, slow down and let's land over there. Slowing, the soaring Dragonite moved closer to the ground and landed within the Safari Zone walls. Dan silently spied on the base from a safe distance. Okay, now remember, Legend and I will be the distraction. You two rescue as many people as you can. But don't try to save them all because it would be too risky. Now, I have to wait for just the right second. Ah! Polly and Cassie screamed, running away as fast as they could. Okay, I think that second has come. Let's move, Legend! Talon and AR stayed back as Dan and Legend rushed forward. Cassie could see her husband up ahead, and couldn't believe her eyes. Dan, is that you? Cass! Polly, I'm coming! But before they could be reunited, Turner jumped between them. Ah, yes, Dan, you finally arrived. My master has been expecting you, the evil man remarked. Turner! Talon thought, making himself fill to the top with rage. AR immediately saw the danger in Talon and grabbed his shirt. I know what you're thinking, Myth, and and his name is Myth. Everyone has like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what I say? Fuck it. Ash's last name is Ketchum. I can do what I want. Right? Everyone has names that just describe who they are. I mean, Brock, Missy, everyone's got names that describe who they are. Let's just roll with it.
If we are in Jet Set Radio, you name yourself Cube. That is also kind of.
Oh
weird.
my God, my name is Mark and I'm an artist. Oh dear God.
What do you mean?
Carrie, are you carrying things? Do you carry things? Is everyone named after what they do? Let's see. No reason I won't let you do it. Let me go. Now is not the time for revenge. Dan told us to stay here and wait for his distraction, and I won't let you ruin it. He killed my uncle. So he's Luke Skywalker then? You'll be at a disadvantage if you attack him. Rill is near with an army of rockets, and there is no way you can win right now. Your little escape plan has failed, Mrs. Dragonson, Turner informed. What makes you so sure? Dan asked, moving for one of his Pokeballs. I wouldn't do that, Turner warned. In a wink, in the blink of an eye. He was behind Polly, and he pulled out his sword, putting it in front of her neck. Polly! Cassie exclaimed. Now, Dan, if I were you, I would put your Pokeballs on the ground. Turner stared at Legend, who looked back angrily. And call off your dragon. This wouldn't be the first family tree I've cut down. Man, this guy is evil. Legend, back down, Dan ordered. Oh, Dakota's like, it doesn't apply to me. My name is Dakota, and I do weather. That's funny. First cut down. Legend, back down, Dan ordered. Legend let down its arms and became less threatening. Talon's anger increased, and AR could barely hold him back. Don't do it! We have to remain hidden! I won't lose anyone else! Talon broke free and ran closer to Turner from behind the trees. Could you imagine if he got Polly killed doing this? Oh my gosh, the guilt. He broke Turner's lock and freed Polly. Ah, Talon, I knew I would have the pleasure to fight with you again, which is why I made this new sword. It will still fall to mine, Talon declared. We will see. Talon came down on Turner with a strong slash that was easily blocked, and Turner swung his blade downward for Talon's legs. The valiant warrior, sure, let's use that in a sentence, jumped and evaded. Then he swung from the side, being blocked once more. Both of them went on making moves, but neither succeeded in hurting the other. You are a truly skillful swordsman, Talon. How has that sword survived all my blows? This weapon is made different, and in the end, your sword will be the one that breaks. Okay, Carrie, it's back over to you.
Why is this thing is not loading? Oh dear, wait, hold up, let me just, oh dear, my bad. I think not. I think so now, the sand's here! Turner's sword exploded into a vibrant red fire and melted through Talon's with little effort. Ah, after I killed you, I will claim your sword now, die! Turner
Okay.
jabbed his sword into Talon and thinking himself a victor, but his sword was in nothing but air and had no blood on it. What? Where did it go? Oh
Okay.
well,
I'm
no
gonna actually just
matter.
go back here for a second. Um, right around here looks good.
Uh,
Picture. Where is it? Here it is. There. Okay. Okay, Carrie.
uh, where did it go? You know his flame is no match for mine now, and I will take it from him eventually. Turner look at Dan. Look at Dan. You got a typo there. Look at Dan, expecting to force him into submission, but opposite happened. I've come to give myself in. What? Cassie exclaimed. Dad, you don't know what you're saying, Polly cried. Take me to real. Oh, I didn't see this coming. I thought you were going to put up a fight or something. Well, did you bring the master ball? Dan took out the master ball from his pocket and showed it to Turner. No, joking, Polly said. Dad made some strange movements with his hands, showing them only to Cassie. He's saying not to worry. Cassie quietly interpreted. Talon teleported safely back to the place where he and AR had been hiding. It's a good thing my Mr. Mime knows teleport, and or you have been a pin cushion. My family's sword, Talon whispered to himself, looking at the half in his hands. Turner is taking them in. We should wait a couple of minutes before we move. AR cautioned. This sword has been around for 2 generations, and now will you stop thinking about the sword? I must leave.
What are you talking about? Without my sword, I'll be of no assistance to you. Listen, Turner. Listen, Turner did not completely destroy it, and you still have half. What good will it do? I've seen you in that big knife in action, and losing half isn't going to slow you down. As for Turner's fire weapon, leave it to me. You put too much faith in that thing in your hands. Guns and anything else are useless. Oh, okay. Guns are
Wait,
useless. Let's see
are you
where
sure
Josh is
about
going with
this?
this. How are
Are
guns
you sure
useless?
about this?
Where's Josh going with this? Are useless without the ones who wield them. Oh, well that makes sense. Yeah, gun's not gonna shoot itself, is it? You have the skills to make a difference, and losing, not loosing. Why do I always misspell losing as loosing? Losing a sharp piece of metal doesn't even matter. How can you have such faith in me? In the Ilex Forest, I watched you as you rescued Danny and Polly from those rockets. Your movements were amazing. Listen, Talon, we have the chance to rescue prisoners in there, but neither of us can do it alone. Polly and her family are counting on us, and I won't let her down. Don't worry, AR. You can count on me. Good, because I'll have to. You're the only one I have, man. I can change the sentence structure because it's bothering me. Dan, his daughter, and his wife were shoved into a chamber where two people stared at them. One was Rill, the other was Leonardo. The room was open and vast. It was clear that Rill wasn't going for eloquence, and Leonardo sat in chairs that had impressive designs. Okay, so I guess Leonardo is going for eloquence. And Dakota's like picks up a gun and shoots. On the contrary, I believe. Let's see. Leonardo, I always knew you were rotten to the core. You were always my least favorite Ninja Turtle. Actually, that's not true for me. um, Leonardo's actually my favorite turtle. um, I always knew you were rotten to the core. Dan remarked. The master ball hovered out of Dan's hands and landed in Rill's. Yes, the infamous Daniel Dragonson, remarked Rill, walking up to him. My ex-master Jack spoke of you often. Your master was Jack? Dan exclaimed. Yes, he taught me all I needed to know about my psychic powers. Too bad he's in a nasty coma right now. Let's go, Leo! Yeah! Oh, Dakota, are you a TMNT fan? Let's go. uh, Dan looked at his enemies with disgust. I see your wife and daughter are here, but let's bring in some more so that we don't get lonely. Groups of rockets forced many people in the room. All of them had something to do with Dan. Emily's family, Dan and Cassie's parents, uh, Tom, Barbara, Elite Four members, and many Kanto gym leaders. You monster! You don't like my little collection? I see. Well, I suppose I could let one of them go. But which one? Oh, I know how to decide. If you can defeat 3 of my Pokemon, I'll let you choose who goes free. That is, anyone except for your wife and daughter. Sounds fair. What's the catch? Dan questioned, trying to understand Rill's reasoning for this offer, and I feel like that part was unnecessary, but whatever. It'll be a fair match, I promise you. I want to see what the Prism League champion is capable of. Now choose your Pokemon. Lance had finished writing the last pass to Mount Silver. And how long does it take to write a pass to Mount Silver? Is it like a long sheet of paper? Is like I, Lance, hereby give passage to the following person and the reasons for. And Lance is like, ugh. Anyway, Danny, Steven, and Damien were getting ready to move out. Nurse Joy, are they here yet? Lance called. They've been transferred right now, sir, she replied. They're being transferred right now, sir. What are we waiting for? Questioned Stephen. Larvitar have very hostile natures and are anything but tame, but so you'll need special balls to catch and train one quickly. Here they are, sir. Joy gave Lance 2 colorful designed capture balls. Excellent, Lance remarked, handing them to Danny. What are these? Danny asked. They are special Pokeballs named Friend Balls. When you catch a Pokemon with one, it immediately grows fond of its trainer. Which is kind of fucked up when you think about it. It's basically brainwashing. I had Kurt send them over, so your Larvitar won't be too hard to control. Okay, Carrie, it's your turn.
Okay. But Lance, there was something that worried me when I talked to Kurt. Joy informed. What is it? He looked ill at the time and he hung up for no reason. You're right, Joy. That is cause to worry. Kurt is a master craftsman and a good man, but we don't have time to look into this. Hundreds of people are at stake. Yeah, we're going to do our part, Danny declared. Hey, Damien, are you ready to go? Just a sec, he replied, putting a pair of dark sunglasses. Seriously? That reminds me, though, if we have dragon sun, do we have white suns and red suns or something, or dark suns?
There is a character introduced that is named something that you're not completely correct, but named something like that. But they're not introduced for like a long time. So let's not even go into that.
All right. Thanks to Ian, I can move about any time. He was able to make these special glasses. They make the brightest day as dark as midnight. I owe him a lot. So let's go and catch some dark Pokemon and rescue him and the others. What do you make the brightest day as dark as midnight?
It's like, okay, so Damien is what are they called? It's a person that I think it's more like a skin condition. I think they have bad reactions if they're out in the sunlight. Like they sunburn easily and stuff. Albino? Is that what it is?
Really? Okay.
It's like, yeah, I and this is now. Keep in mind, wrote this when I was a teenager, so it's probably very poor representation for albinos. I probably knew jack shit about albino people. um, but anyway, so that's where this is all coming from. It's just my explanation. So yeah, go ahead, Carrie.
Great, let's go back. Okay. Lead the way, Danny ordered. Remember, Danny, as soon as you catch a lavater, come back here. Lance reminded. Don't sweat it! Why do I feel like he's going to catch another one? Wait, what about Mischievous? Is she also a dark type or something?
Mischievous is a
She's a
pure
ghost and dark.
Mischievous is a pure ghost type.
You thought that she would be dark as well, but she isn't. That's a shame. Yeah. Danny caught his dragonite and they left on her back. She moved twice as far as legend and carried them all without pressure on herself. They were heading out west for Johto and Mount Silver. The ground surrounding real space was very empty and only some guards and 2 loathing rockets were there. Loathing? Seriously? Maybe we should go and watch the boss fight, one suggested. I'm with you, the other replied. Before they could carry out their decisions, the handle from Talon's sword stuck their heads, and they were pulled behind a building. Hidden there, Talon and AR removed them from their uniforms. Won't these minions ever learn? AR asked himself. What do you mean? The old knocked them out. And take their uniforms straight. It's the oldest trick in the book. Inside Dan was ready to do battle with Ryu. I have always wanted to fight the champion of the Prism League, and now show me what you have got. Ryu demanded. Oh, don't worry, I will show it to you. Dan promised, snapping a Pokeball out of his finger. Ooh, out of his pocket? Slowking will be your first opponent. Ryu's Pokemon looked dopey with a somewhat to be a red and white umbrella around his neck. It was a gray shell on his head like a crown. It looks like a Slowbro, Dan noticed, but the shoulder on his head is and not his tail. Slowking, the royal Pokemon, it evolved the evolved from of Slowpoke. I thought Slowbro was the evolved from Slowpoke, said Dan, scratching his head. When Snowking's head was beaten, toxins enter. When Snowking's head was beaten, toxins enter Slowpoke's head and unlock an extraordinary power. Okay, I see Slowpoke's evolution depends on where the shoulder bites it. Then concluded, it's a very interesting.
Yeah.
Just what I need when I don't have Thunder Jet or Water type of Psychic type. Oh, I know who to use now. Tsunami, I need you. Slowking yawned at Tsunami, and rain started falling down inside. I didn't tell you to use ring dance. It's more like a rain yawn. Psychic blast. Smoke screen. A dark cloud went on top of Slowking. It couldn't see anything around itself, and the psychic blast missed Tsunami.
Okay, over to me. Impressive. Slowking, you swift! A multitude of yellow stars shot out of the smoke screen, rapidly hitting Tsunami until the smoke screen was gone. That was one of the few useful skills Jack taught me. And that should be a quote. Tsunami, put up another smoke screen. Oh no, not this time. Slowking, disable that Pokemon. Slowking's disable kept Tsunami still and completely open to attack. Now, Dynamic Punch! Slowking swung its fist full of blazing light, punching Tsunami like a hung-up punching bag. Yes, do it again and again! The relentless pounding on Tsunami was too violent to watch. Oh no! And many were covering their eyes. Tsunami, you have to break out now! Now our chance of winning will be gone. Tsunami knew Dan was right and focused all its energy into ending the disablement. The move was a success, and Tsunami broke loose, landing on the floor. Oh, look, I spelled loose right. Loose. Wait, hold on. I spelled it wrong. I'm spelling loose is lose and lose is loose. Oh gosh,
Loose?
Mark, what
Where,
the?
where, 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 where? Loose.
This was I
Loose.
broke lose.
Loose.
uh, anyway, anyway. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We'll just disable it again. Uh, we'll see who gets disabled. Tsunami gives Slowking a taste of its own medicine. Slowking intended on trapping Tsunami again, but it was the one who was trapped. Tsunami disabled Slowking just as it had been earlier. I can't believe this. I'm sorry, I had to read that in Dr. Eggman's voice from Sonic Adventure. uh, I can't believe this, Rail exclaimed. Now use Dragon's Breath and send it right into Slowking's nostrils. This is a really weird command, but okay. The battered Kingdra pushed its it pushed its nozzle into Slowking's face right by its nostrils and forced out a toxic blue smoke. Jeez, Slowking could feel his whole body parts completely stop functioning. Its vision was blurring. And the Tsunami, you know what to do. A hyper beam. Okay, hold on. I think this is actually the part where the picture is. Boop. I think I might have misjudged this and thought it used dragon breath at some point. I might have to change this to hyper beam later. Pretend this is hyper beam. I like how scared Slowking is. He's like, "Oh fuck!" And the Tsunami, you know what to do. Hyper beam. The hyper beam exploded out of Monsoon and slammed Slowking so hard into a wall that it made a clear indent. Return, Slowking. That was an excellent choice of moves, Real conceded. I must admit, I had no idea Kingdra could learn Disable. Okay. I actually know exactly where we're going to stop reading, by the way. Basically, at the end of this battle between Rail and Dan is when we're going to stop reading. Okay, Carrie, it's your turn.
How many do we have to read, by the way?
Hold on. I'll look ahead. 2, 3.
Whoa. Whoa.
4. Hold on. Is this really 5, 6? Oh, we got about 5. We got like 5 pages left.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, Carrie, your turn.
It looks like you need to study, Dan responded. Meanwhile, outside, AR and Talon were searching for the prison cells. I knew what to look for, Talon informed. Neither do I, but we have to find while Dan is still battling with Rio.
You
I'm
okay
going to
there,
get
Carrie?
something to drink.
Yeah, get something to drink. Break time. So, Dakota, how you doing? Heart. Heart. Hello. Love you.
Sorry, I have been speaking nonstop, so I have to go and grab a drink.
Welcome back. I totally wasn't saying lovey-dovey things to my girlfriend while you were gone. I wasn't doing that.
Okay.
Let's see. So let's see. Where were we? Let's like.
I hope that you can take my next Pokemon then, because it's the same type that Slowking has. Ryu's remark caught Dan off guard, but and his eyes wide open. Stammy, go! Stammy, the mysterious Pokemon, regardless of the environment it lives in, its body grows from a symmetrical geometric symmetrical geometric shape. Thunderjack, where you? Monsoon, come back! You have done enough! When all else fails, you use move combos. Trigger! Damn it! You know that Gengars have poison. Why are you using one? Why would you use against a psychic type like my Stammy? You see? Stammy, end it quickly with psychic. Trigger, hurt and poison it with toxic. Trigger's cheeks puffed up and opened its large mouth, dispersing a slimy liquid onto Stammy's center jewel. Ha! Your Pokemon won't be around much long enough for the poison to take its toll on mine. Stammy. Wait, why are we still fighting with Pokemon? I thought that he is going to beat up the kid, though. It was just a distraction. Eat this poison and now eat this, sucker.
Okay. So here's...
And also, I see that he's sitting like that in the air.
Yeah, he's floating.
Tricker's Stammy sent a burning blue ball zooming straight for Dan's Gengar. Are you sure? Are you sure, Ryu? Protect yourself, Trigger. Rotating stars hovering around Trigger and enclose her in a safety field. The blue blast merely dispelled on the surface. You're pretty good, Dan, but after Protect is used the first time, its chance of working again is slim. You're right, so this time it will have to use Substitute. A small dot that resembled Gengar jumped up of Trigger.
Okay. Oh, wait. Is it? Is it my turn?
I mean, I can keep reading for a bit because you've got a picture. I can read until the break.
Go ahead.
You're trying my patience, Dragon Son. Stammy, recover your lost strength. Brights of energy enter Stammy, increasing its health. But the poison took back much of it. Trigger, Substitute, strip away some of your health points. Now take Stammy's. It's time for Giga Drain. Trigger's fangs bit into Stammy's center, sucking away some of its HP. Now the starfish looked worse than ever. It was turning into a different color and its jewel flickered. How could you lose like this? There's a typo with lose. How could you lose like this? Now get off the Substitute and do damage. Stammy tackled the Substitute and got rid of and blasted Trigger with his psychic might. The ghost was in bad shape and was landing over the floor. The Substitute didn't do too well in defending your Pokemon, did it? Can you go on? Pushing herself onto her claws, Trigger launched onto the air and landed on her feet. If Stammy takes one more move, it's finished. Then informed. Well, wipe your ghost out. Stammy, one more psychic. One more is right. Hold your ground, Trigger. Stammy's last move was concentrated to so much power that releasing it pushed the water psychic flat onto his back. No way it will survive this! And you! Now! What? Trigger crossed his arms and sparkling like glimmer around him. Around her? I think it was her, is it? Around her? She was a girl? As the blast touched, it was reduced to a power that Trigger could withstand, and Dan's Pokemon was victorious. I can't believe it! Dad won again! Enough, you Stammy! Weakling! I never doubted our strategy would come through that. I think it's your turn.
Okay.
At a break.
At the entrance to a large building stood a teenage Rocket. He was listening to his music player through headphones that were hidden under his black hat. It's like, yeah, just like anyone else, Rocket grunts just want to have fun. His eyes were shut, and he was completely clueless to what was happening around him. Talon slowly crept behind him and pulled him out of sight by holding his hands over the teen's mouth. Okay, you better show us where they are keeping people prisoner, or we might have to do something nasty to you, AR threatened. The Rocket pointed to the building right next to them. Oh, it was the building you were guarding. Much obliged. Now, Talon! Yes! Punch his lights out! My pleasure. Yeah, yes. Punch his lights out. My pleasure. A swift knock to the head from the handle of Talon's sword, and the rocket was out cold. It's like, you know what? It's always funny how, like, in all these movies and stuff, it's like, yes, you just hit someone really, really hard in the head and you knock them out. It's like, or you could probably, you might be able to, you might kill them. It's possible you'll just end up killing them. um, Rill was beginning to look upset after he had lost two of his Pokemon, but Dan remained calm and confident. I thought you would be much easier than this, Rill stated. Well, you thought wrong, Dan remarked. Time to end this. Alakazam, come to me! A bright outline flashed, and Alakazam teleported to the battle area. This battle is mine. You seem to love psychic types, so I'll show you one of mine. Dan's Jinx, Snow Queen, danced out of her ball. Snow Queen, use Icy Wind! A weak but chilly breeze moved over Alakazam, not making it not making it show any sign that it felt it. That move is weak, and if you used it over and over again, my Alakazam would beat your Jinx. Alakazam, encore! Alakazam levitated its spoons in the air and clapped its hands. Now Jinx had no choice but of her next attack. It would be Icy Wind. Alakazam, use Shadow Ball! Rill's powerful psychic Pokemon, punched the Shadow Ball into Snow Queen's stomach. I've never heard of anyone punching a Shadow Ball, but okay.
But we did see Umbreon eating a Shadow Ball, so what else? I don't know.
Snow Queen's stomach spinning her backwards. Oh no, Snow Queen is weak against that attack, Polly pointed out. Are you okay? I mean, I can just keep reading.
Yeah, I can take back.
Oh,
How many pages do we have left?
I think we got like 4 now.
Also, I have also been multitasking in reading a fanfic which has crossover between Code Geass and Star Wars of all the things. I'm like, what?
Wow.
How? I feel like Earth is we are being outplayed.
Wow.
Okay, relax. Dan knows what he's doing. Cassie reassured her. Polly looked around. Everyone there from Dan's generation looked confident, for they knew what he could do when he put his mind to it. Snow Queen felt a terrible pain from the ghost attack, but gracefully hopped back and tried the second icy wind. Who is Snow Queen, by the way? I forgot.
Snow Queen is a Jinx.
Oh yeah, he does have one.
Because his
But
Articuno, flew away at one point.
Yeah. At the end of your movie, you're just gonna be like, hey, girl, thanks for helping us out. Now you can go do your own thing. Okay,
Bye. I have to go now. My island needs me. Whoop.
No, she was doing that one with that disappear meme with the victory hand. So it's like, derp. But except it's birds. How many Articunos and also the elemental birds do we have? Because I don't think there's one of a kind. And so how are you going to reproduce? You're just going to rip parts of yourself out like baby nurse shots.
There are in Pokemon Snap. There are legendary bird eggs that you can hatch.
How do you even steal them? I thought that you were going to get a gang up by the birds. It's like just like Sam, Jinx defense is weak. One more Shadow Ball to finish her off. Come back. Dan's Jinx zapped back to her ball, and Dan smiled as he sent Trigger back in. Why are you smiling? Oh, you will see. I like Sam's psychic Shadow Ball. Alakazam began trying to hold up its arms, but it was slowed, and Trigger walked up and flicked a Shadow Ball onto his face. I like that she is very sassy. She is like, boing.
Boing.
What happened? You're faster than any Gengar. Rio reminded his Pokemon, "Not time. I let Snow Queen get affected by your ankle. Icy wind slightly freezes the joints of Pokemon hit by it, reducing their speed. This ends now, Rio. You lose." "Not yet!" At last, Alakazam managed to use Psychic, and now the blast was sent rushing to Trigger. "It's time to move any course!" Trigger immediately deciphered what Dan meant and placed a yellow spotlight on herself and Alakazam. What could he be? What could it be? Veer muttered without any idea what was happening. Trigger took the complete blow and fell, but Alakazam did the same. What happened? Yes, I see now. That must have been Destiny Bond. Ah, you are learning. After a Pokemon uses Destiny Bond and faints, it will give its opponent the same fate. I still have one more left, so I will win. Trigger, you did well. Come back. You are exactly how Jack described you. Alakazam, return.
Okay, picture time. Picture time.
What? I think that you got a typo with what could he be? That it was strange up there. What could he be?
Let's see.
Yeah, that one. What could he be? What could he be? Real muttered without any idea what was happening.
What could he be?
Up there.
Oh, here it is.
Yep.
What could he be?
Is it what could he be doing? Oh, okay.
That's an incomplete thought. He was like, "What could he be?"
Yeah.
Anyway,
I thought it was a typo.
okay. Look, swirly eyes. They have swirly eyes.
Yeah, and also look at the spoons. They all bend.
Yeah. I guess it's
back in those days. We think that psychics are just rubbing on spoons, and it just look like that.
Yeah. Cries of help were coming from prison cells, and AR and Talon needed to decide whom to free. The confinement building was unsanitary, like a dungeon, and to keep anyone in such a place was inhumane. Oh my gosh! Jeez! We don't have much time, AR informed, releasing his Kabutops. Whenever AR pointed to a door, Kabu's strike would cut it into pieces. Men, women, and families escaped their prisons and joined AR, asking him what they should do. We're going to free others. Just wait and we'll help you get away. Talon, over there, over here. Talon peeked through a hole at the top of the cell door where he had been called for. Susan, is that you? Yes, and he is in here with me. Hold on, I'll bring that door down. Talon taking his broken sword, Talon cut the hinges off the door, and the door fell to the floor. I was so worried no one would come to free us. Where's Danny and Steven? I wanted to put a quote there. They went to Mount Silver to find a Larvitar. What? They're catching Pokemon at a time like this? They need to have it to defeat Rill. Ian looked down at Talon's sword and jumped back. Your sword! How could a sword made by Kurt get broken? Turner melted it with his sword. But wait, how did you know my sword was made by Kurt? Because I wield the second sword he made. Really? But when I fought you in Claire's gym, I sliced your sword. Talon gasped. I was using a normal sword then. Many years ago. Oh gosh, are we going into backstory? Oh god. Many years ago, my grandfather was given one of Kurt's rare swords, and later it passed down to me. Hurry, I must find where the rockets have hidden it. No, we have to get out of this base. We're running out of time, AR warned them. I think we've freed enough people. Let's leave now. Wah! AR heard crying that sounded like an upset young boy. He found where it was coming from and saw two children. One was a little boy in red overalls, and the other was a little girl with turquoise hair tied in two short ponytails. Or two short ponies? I don't think. Whatever. She had a star on her t-shirt and looked similar to Duplica. Don't cry, Vu. We'll see Mom again, the little girl assured. AR had Kabu strike. Break. That's not how you spell break. Well, not that type of break. Down the door so he could enter. Excuse me, but are you I can't talk. Are your names Vu and Deja? Yes, but how did you know? The girl asked. No time to explain, Deja. It's time to go. Era picked the two children up and carried them out. So you've returned for more pain, Turner remarked. He lunged at Talon with his deadly sword, and the young warrior was frozen with fear. The double-edged weapon came from the side, where AR swatted it away, and kicked Turner into the wall. Wait, what did I just read? The double-edged sword came from the side when AR swatted it away and kicked Turner into the wall. At the same time, holding Deja and Vu in his arms. Damn! That was quite the kick from AR. He swatted the sword away and kicked Turner away while holding two children in his arms. Freaking AR was kind of badass there. That was pretty cool. um, uh, well, that was easy enough, he said. You beat me, Dan, Rill admitted, and I will keep my promise. Choose anyone besides yourself and your wife or daughter, and I will release him or her. Dan looked around, searching for the person he wished to free. As he was trying to decide, he noticed that Barbara was standing alone. Is Jack really in a coma? He asked to himself. Rill, I've decided. I want Barbara to be released. It's your turn.
Okay, coming over. What? Exclaimed Barbara. Fine, Rear responded. He smiled at Barbara and had her teleported away. Where did you send her? Dan demanded. What do you care? I said I would let one go, and so I have. Legend, get real! No, Legend, get real. Dan commanded secretly to his Dragonite. Legend propelled himself forward, flying across the room in an effort attacking Rio. Whoa, I wonder how he's attacking because we see hopeful you dash herself like a rocket, like pew, like that, and then we see Legend doing something like this again.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to get a really really bad concussion from that.
Yeah.
Ian was leading the prisoners he freed out of the confinement area. Ian was in the back of the line, looking for any signs of danger. Now they were outside the prison and had to move to a new building. It looked like a warehouse and was filled with stolen goods and pocketbooks. He looked around in the building until I found a small box that held his sword. Al found the exit and stepped in and kicked at it, but he did a better job at breaking his leg than the door. Ugh, ugh, these doors are strong. Talon came from behind him and easily chopped the hinges off, making the exit clear. But not strong enough, he remarked. The Talon and Ian looked back. Turner was coming after them in a rage. Get your sword ready and please hurry! Ian pulled out his sword out of his sheath and swiped it above himself. Turner ignited his fire weapon and closed in on Talon. Ian stepped out and blocked the burning blow with his own sword. He held the blazing sharp edge without his own melting. Without his melting?
Without his own sword melting. There.
Without his sword melting?
without his without his own sword melting. There, fixed it.
How can this be? Turner smirked. No sword is a match of mine, not even those forged by Kurt. My sword is different from Talon's. Kurt made it to dance with the flames. That's you mean, okay. Ian answered. Ian kicked Turner's fire sword over his head. Whoa, that's a high kick.
That is quite the high kick. I think I might change that. There, that makes a little bit more sense.
I mean, like, it would be hot if he just high kick it, but then he was like, "Oh, my shoe is on fire!"
Yeah, it seems like he just said, it's like, you can't burn my sword, so I'll kick my foot and get it burned.
The burning metal clank on the hard cement floor. Now he had Turner standing in suspense with his blade held close to his chest. Go ahead, but my men is on the way. Rockets had been alerted and were coming to stop the escape. Oh, and have you ever heard of something called magnetic gloves? Yes, they used to be worn by trainers, use magnetic waves to bring their pokeballs to them. Well, just so happens I have a pair. Turner opened his hand, and Ian's red sword escaped his hand and went to Turner. A weapon at his disposal, the rocket leader took a swing at Ian, but the youth had good reflexes and rode away to claim Turner's sword. It seems we have traded our swords. That's a very Cowboy Bebop scene.
That's kind of epic, actually. That they actually they traded swords unintentionally.
He was like, ooh. Talon, this is wasting your time. I will hold up Turner while you make a run for it. But the rockets will. Talon attempt to make an excuse. I will be fine on my own. Take your sword and to Kurt. I just know he can make it stronger. Now hurry up and get out of here. Talon get away from after AR, who was leading the citizens of Kanto to freedom. Ian was left to fight Turner without help. Rockets entered the warehouse and joined them. That was noble, and that was a noble act you performed, Ian. I commend you on your bravery. Shut up, slime.
Slime?
Insult the man who holds your life in his hands.
That's quite the insult. Okay. Then kill me if you can. The rockets had each of their Pokemon come out. Are you willing to fight me with these Pokemon? Ian let go of his sword. I will not fight these creatures, which are forced to commit evil acts. Kill me now. The Turner stepped forward, holding his sword, and raised it to Ian's neck. He then took it back and punched Ian so hard in the face he blacked out. I never destroy what can be used. Ian, you could be of great value to us. Real looked at Legend and sneered at the dragon, disabling him and tossing him up to the ceiling like a soccer ball. Leonardo grabbed Cassie and was pulling her away. Dan! She screamed. Dan took one step and was paralyzed by real psychic powers. Picture time. This is the last picture I've drawn, actually. Woo, 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 woo! Don't think you can do anything to stop me. I plan to use you against your own son. And then, Rill then was interrupted by a rocket guard. Boss, prisoners are escaping. What? I'll take care of this. You return these prisoners to their cells. The rockets rustled the captives who had witnessed Dan's battle with Rill. Dan was taken along with them and relieved of his Pokemon. The doors that led to the Safari Zone were shutting fast, but Talon had an alternative in mind. With two swords at his disposal, he slashed a large hole in the wall.
Wait, how does he have two?
How does he have two swords? When did he get another sword? He should
run from. I think that he got one from the stolen goods, right?
I think this is a mistake because Ian and Talon and Turner still both had their swords. So I think this is an error. I'm just going to say he did it with his broken sword.
Well, yeah, with his broken sword at his disposal.
Slashed a large hole in the wall. That is pretty damn impressive. That's like Zorro levels of awesome cutting job.
He has another. How many swords does he have? He has 3, right? He used one in his mouth and he used 2.
Yeah, everyone was trying to escape, race through it.
There in Yu-Gi-Oh, there's a monster that has 7 swords. That was epic. Yeah. I don't know how he does it, but he has 7 swords.
Oh wow! Everyone was trying to escape, race through it, leaving only Talon and Susan left. Susan was not being careful, and in her effort to run, her kimono caught on the wire fence. This what comes from wearing a kimono 24/7, Susan. Susan, are you okay? He asked. I think so, but she paused and stopped moving. Real had found them and prevented Susan from continuing. Talon had.
He's doing the Darth Vader pull. He was doing like the
grabby
head. The grabby head.
Okay. Dang it. How much longer is this? Oh, this is the last page.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
This is the last page. So is it who reads the last page?
Okay. Talon had no idea what he should do and stood still. Come on, Talon! Al called. Leader! Talon, don't worry about me. Go find help. Hurry! Al shouted. Talon ran out of the zone and up to an area where every person there was touching Al's Mr. Mime. Real saw what they were up to and pulled 2 trees out of the ground by their roots. Mr. Mime, do it now! The 2 uprooted trees were fighting for each other with the escape piece in the middle. They were if they made contact, the people would be crushed. But Mr. Mime came through and transported them all away right before the wood collided. How I love teleportation! Yeah, isn't that right? When you know it, you like it. But when people know it, you're like, what the hell?
It's like, hey, only I'm allowed to teleport.
I mean, like, it happens in Dragon City as well. There is like a brand of monsters which have 50% dodging your attacks, and if they dodge it and then the next attack they do, there will be heavy damage. So you can imagine my frustration when they dodge an attack. I was like, okay, but then they dodge it again. I'm like, that's 100. You. I hate the Karma series so much.
Yeah.
Like, really, I hate the Karma Dragon series like very, very much. Probably second to the strategists, because like they would, if you have a weakness, they would just keep on abusing your weakness and then hurt your whole team.
Oh wow.
I hate them. I hate them so much.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think like this is the first time you heard me like this.
Oh wow. I'll make your character angry then. There we go. Your character's angry. You're like.
I think that the one time you also behaved like this was because of the that annoying guy in Arceus being so into himself. It's like, wait, of course I'd be here. I would allow it, and you're like, I hate you. So Rio has been hiding in the Safari Zone. Lance realized. He's ingenious. He and several of the Kanto citizens had just heard everything that Dan heard. Duplica, get me any information you can get on Leonardo. Yes, sir. She replied. Lance was upset about the events that were all happening at once, and he needed time to himself. But that was far from what happened. Ao and everyone who had been teleported by Mr. Mime appeared on a pile on top of him. Get off! Duplica and the others glanced over and proceeded to help the power people to get organized. I'm surprised he didn't get squished. Duplica couldn't believe her eyes when she saw the children Ao was holding. Did you fool? You were here! Exclaimed the 2 children, running to Duplica. You are safe. Yeah, that nice man saved us. Wu saved, pointing at Ao. Oh, Ao, you rescued my children. Yeah, I knew you were worried about them. But how did you know they were my kids? Ao stuttered. Say, Lance, is Danny back yet? We need that lavitier. As Al was trying to change the subject, he stepped onto a table and he fell backwards. As he tumbled onto his hook, it revealed his face. No! What this goes? No! No! Josh took a deep breath and continued his cry.
Oh, that's supposed to be like a joke. No! Oh!
I like that the speaker cuts you off because it's like no, and then
Okay, so that's it. Oh God, that was 2 hours and 21 minutes. That took a while.
well, I mean, like I have to make up with the time that you're doing things. That's what.
We had to make up for it took me a while to draw everything, and then you were working for busy, very busy and stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
so join us next time for chapter 21: Intense Training and Scramble. And you
Are we
do.
cutting it off?
Yeah. Dakota says,
Okay.
very interesting story so far. Very silly. Great job tonight, Carrie. And you did amazing job, my love. Hearing your
Mm.
voice so much. I love you so much. Aw.
Aw.
So it's time after you finish up. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, that's it for the live stream. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Carrie, at some point we should we'll have to play the cassette beast DLC.
Let's see. I need to check my schedule. I do have my schedule up. I have to work from Monday to blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, next Sunday I should be free.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll be back next.
Wait. No, 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 no. I'm free this Friday, so 28th I'm free.
Okay. Hmm.
And
Okay
also
then.
and also pardon me, uh, Palpatine, you can't.
It's Friday. Oh, that works. Mike was going to be coming over, but
Wait,
he's not going to be coming over
sorry,
anymore.
I'm talking about my Friday. I'm talking about my Friday, my bad.
So
It was your Thursday.
my Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
If
so
Mike is if Mike is here, you can ask him to join us and he can listen to us screaming up like, why won't you evolve?
Mike's not going to be here on Thursday. So I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll live stream or maybe we'll do something else. We'll see. Um,
Yep.
okay, thanks for watching.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching, guys. Oh dear, I thought that you actually cut the recording. I didn't mean to say a really bad word. I was like, Palpatine, you
Anyway,
can you
stop live stream.